community sport is so important for those like relationships, health, fun, all those type of things. So being here today kind of reminds you of what community sport's all about, away from the professional kind of intensity.
To have that kind of connection with the club's great still, and yeah, it's just something we've always been really passionate about, supporting this club.
Like footy kind of brought us together as brothers. There were other things as well, and then it brings friends together, families together.
What's your first memory of footy here at Sunbury?
I had a brother 2 years older than me, so coming down to watch him, and I was a bit too young to play in his team, but I remember filling in for a warm-up game one stage too. So that kind of got me in the door at Sunbury Junior Footy Club, and from there kind of grew with a lot of memories. I think you'd be the same with 3 older brothers.
Pretty similar. Early days, my first memory was probably watching Cam and my oldest brother Ben as well. Me and my other brother Josh always used to get dressed up in different teams we were supporting at the time to come and have a kick, and we probably didn't watch their games too much. We were more just having a kick ourselves at the back of the oval or any break in play. So yeah, we loved our time here.
I mean, footy's a game that brings people together as well, so relationships. But just thinking about the number of people who you probably don't appreciate it at the time, kind of make junior footy and local footy happen. Volunteers giving up their time, that type of thing. Now you kind of look back and you're pretty thankful. And yeah, kind of as we spoke about, just like so many good memories. And
yeah, well, we were super footy heavy family, I guess. We have sort of played it since we were young. Our dad played a bit of footy early on as well, so that probably got us into it. And yeah, it was just something that we sort of all love. We love watching on TV and then going out in the backyard trying to sort of emulate what we'd just been watching. And yeah, I guess that sort of sparks it, and then it's just something that you kind of want to keep improving on. And yeah, I think Mum and Dad have sort of always been our biggest supporters, so we're really lucky to have that. And part of that is they travel to a lot of our interstate games still, which is an amazing effort by them, and they just thoroughly enjoy sort of being able to follow us as individuals and follow the team. It's sort of a passion of theirs, I think, to yeah, watch us at the professional level, which is great to be able to share that with them. And yeah, really lucky to have them in our corner.
If you could pass on a message to little Cam or little Zach running around on the weekend in the blue and the white, what would you say to them? Enjoy
the years that you play here, because I think it's some of the most fun you have. I sort of touched on it earlier, but playing with some of the guys you kind of go to school with, I think is sort of it's the highlight of the week. You kind of talk about it with your mates all week about who you're playing, how you've been going, all that sort of thing, and as well as comparing sort of some of the AFL games you might have been watching on TV with your mates. It's your chance to kind of go out there and yeah, I guess participate in a competitive environment and challenge yourself, but also have fun.
I just wouldn't change anything about my time here in my junior career. I think at times I took it seriously enough to improve my footy. I think that's really important. Like, you can go along to junior sport and have fun, but I also think it's important to analyse and take feedback on to ultimately end up improving your skill set and how you kind of approach the game. So if I was to speak to, I know there's going to be some under-11s out here tonight when we go out to training. If they would ask me advice, I'd probably just, obviously tell them to enjoy it, like Zach spoke about, because that's a major part of it, but also try to grow and improve and just work. And I think those ingredients together end up creating a good athlete and a good person.
You've mentioned some of first of all, your father coaching you and some of your mates' dads coaching you as well. Who are some volunteers here at the club that have had an impact on you through your journey?
One that sticks out for me is Kat Muir, one of my mates coming up through school. Dean, I played a lot of footy with him, and she's been a team manager for as long as I can remember. I think she is a team manager back at the Sunbury Footy Club now, at senior level where my brother Josh is playing. So yeah, shout out to her. She was someone who was always super passionate about the footy club and always dotted her I's and crossed her T's in the role she was in. I think the best thing was that anyone who sort of took on the roles at the club always gave their best and worked crucial components of sort of the club being a great environment, just allowing the kids to go out and just play and have fun and enjoy their times playing their footy.
Yeah, I loved all my coaches, but a quick acknowledgement to Mark Welgus. I think he always took an interest in myself kind of after he coached me as a junior, and always used to follow up and send me messages when I kind of graduated to the TAC Cup and AFL level. And I remember being out here and training under him and playing under him, and he didn't have a child involved, but he kind of volunteered his time as a special interest, which was really nice, and I still remember. So the other one would be Brendan Treblecock. I think he coached me when I was under 15s, under 16s, and I think it was a good time at that age group to almost flip, and he came from a senior coaching background and almost coached that age group with the intensity that senior footy requires. And I remember that being a real turning point in my attitude to footy, kind of going from like purely about having fun and trying to improve at the same time and be the best player I could be, but to almost prepare me to kind of graduate to that next level of footy and into the senior program.
They're the sort of things that you don't realise the impact that they'll have on you until you're sort of out of the moment, aren't they?
Probably a little bit. Like I remember, it was a lot of hard work and strict at times, which I hadn't really experienced before, and I was a bit like, oh, what's this about, kind of. But I think, looking back, just different coaching styles just set you up beautifully, kind of for the position I'm in now.
Yeah, I think every coach sort of has their own individual strengths, which is great because you sort of have different coaches coming through, and I thoroughly enjoyed learning off all of them because they do have different styles, sort of as Cam mentioned, and they all provide sort of different things to what the kids need, and I think they can help the kids all in different ways.
Maybe one day Zach and I will be coaching our own kids or something like that. I think, as we've spoken about, community sport is so important for those like relationships, health, fun, all those type of things. So being here today kind of reminds you of what community sport's all about, away from the professional kind of intensity. So hopefully we'll enjoy ourselves tonight and give a bit back. And I mean, we have strong community programs through the Geelong Footy Club anyway, but one day when it's all said and done, I can definitely see myself contributing either here or elsewhere.
Zach, how special will it be to run out onto the MCG this Saturday night wearing a Guernsey with not only the blue and white hoops, which you've come to love, but also the Sunbury Lions logo? Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it. I've sort of seen the early designs of the jumper, and I think it's an amazing initiative that the club's sort of taking on. Yeah, I think it's just something that I'll wear with pride because I am representing not only the Geelong Footy Club, which is really important to me, but the Sunbury Footy Club, who was really important in my footy development growing up, and to sort of have that link between myself and Cam and Mark Blitzarves, who will be running out there as well, will be great. We've got plenty of representation compared to some of the other players, which is great as well. So I think it'll be something I'll wear with pride, and I guess a good way of sort of representing a club that's meant so much to me.